full moon movie review of Baby Oopsie. If you can imagine a doll being possessed by a demon. Now, if you remember from Demonic Toys 1 and 2, Baby Oopsie was the main character of each one. She's the wisecracking, just all out, hilarious demon baby doll. Well, in this one, we start off with Sybil, who's a loner, kind of nerdy, but she's a doll collector and a restorer. And bit by bit, she starts getting these packages. But first, she has her mom, who does nothing but put her down and just gives her pure hell, treats her like a slave. And then she starts getting these parts. She gets the dress, then she gets Baby Oopsie's head. And bit by bit, she's getting these parts for Baby Oopsie. But as time goes on, Simple is a weak person because she has a problem with a Girl Scout who won't go away and stop trying to sell cookies. We all been there. Then she's trying to go to work and gets robbed by 2 teenage boys. She goes to work and her boss treats her like horrible shit. It seems like everybody around her is just treating her like dog shit. So then she gets back home, and her mom's still steadily doing it. And she's been working on Baby Oopsie for days at restoring her back to pristine as she can. But for some reason, she can't get the gears to go right or the sprockets that are in the chest. But then she realized while she was at work, she got a special sprocket with the devil star, the pentagram. And then when she puts it in, everything sinks together and Baby Oopsie comes to life. Well, she falls asleep. And the stepmom is trying to take all her dolls and get rid of them. So Baby Oopsie, while Sybil is asleep, goes upstairs to take care of the mom. First, she just cuts off her nose clean. And then a fight breaks out. And the mom tries to hide. And then Sybil wakes up, but Baby Oopsie clicks her on the back of the head with a hammer to knock her out so she won't remember. And then Baby Oopsie drills holes into the mama's head and finishes her off. Later that night, the meaner teenage boy is playing video games and messes up, and they're talking about stealing Sybil's card and getting her money and all that. So Baby Oopsie gets a loose game cord that was in the floor and chokes out the boy and bites off his whole cheek. It was pretty cool. And then when she realized what's going on, at first she thinks she's going crazy. She's telling her friends, and they think she's crazy. She thinks she's crazy. But then she has a one-on-one talk with Baby Oopsie. And Baby Oopsie convinces her that she will take care of all the bad people in her life. And so this is when she ends up going to work late and gets in trouble again at work and gets fired. But then when Baby Oopsie convinced her, she just takes Baby Oopsie back up to her work, drops her off, And baby Oopsie, we go into the scene where at first she's hearing noises, but she don't know what's going on. But then we see yellow liquid on her desk, and then she looks up, and baby Oopsie is pissing on her desk. Trying to fight her. At first, the boss lady almost punched out Oopsie's eyeballs. And then Oopsie pukes the green demon puke, and it's like acid. It just melts her head away. So then we go back, and she's done got the bad people, but now Oopsie is getting greedy. Because she looked at the door. Sybil's brother-in-law is like the gardener, but they can't pay him because the family's going broke. But Oopsie wants to go after him, and Sybil says no. So then Oopsie turns on Sybil, and as Sybil is running around the house trying to find Oopsie, Oopsie ends up kidnapping the Girl Scout, or Unicorn Scout, selling the Girl Scout cookies. Lord, I don't need to see no more of those. Anyway, and then her friend is upstairs, and then Ray Ray comes and helps. And at first she says she's trying to hunt down a rat. And then they're searching the house. They go down to the basement. They find the Unicorn Scout locked up in the closet. And she just takes off running like a wild banshee. Then they go back upstairs. Well, no, while they're in the basement, the electricity. Well, the friend is fixing to take a shower, and Oopsie says, well, you know what goes great with a tub is a pressure cooker. So while they're in the basement, the electricity starts flickering because she threw in a toaster and fries the other friend. So when they go upstairs and Ray Ray and Sybil find them, they're shocked, and then they run out, close the door, and Ray Ray still don't believe that baby Oopsie is alive until, a blade comes flying between him and Sybil at the door, and he turns around and looks at baby Oopsie, and Sybil tells him to get the hell out, and he just takes off running. Now, normally, notice when you watch this, Oopsie did not chase Ray Ray. Anyway, Sybil goes up in her room, gets in all black, loads up a tool belt with all her doll saws, weapons, screwdrivers, wrenches, and a bat for the final battle of her and Oopsie. And they go to war. Oopsie gets the better of her, and she trips and falls trying to run up the stairs. And Oopsie, because she couldn't find Oopsie when she fell up the stairs. Oopsie is such a creepster. Oopsie cut the face off of a clown doll and put it over her face like the toy version of Chainsaw Massacre. And then all of a sudden whips out a chainsaw like this big and cuts into Sybil's leg. But then Sybil uses like a really strong like oven spray, and it's hits baby Oopsie on the face, and it melts her face. And then Sybil takes the screwdriver and rips the chest open and pops the pentagram sprocket, pulley, whatever you want to call it, out of her chest, and that kills her. Now she slowly but surely wanders outside, and she's wobbling because she's got that cut in her leg, and her brother-in-law is right there asking if she's okay. And then the mailman who kept delivering the packages, he goes to hand her another one, and Sybil slaps it out of his hand. And then he says, I don't know why the guy has me deliver it. He could just bring them over himself. It would save him on postage. And Sybil was like, "Who you talking about?" She said, "Ray Ray." She said, "Ray Ray." The mailman explained, "Ray Ray is the one that's sending you all them parts." So she goes slowly but surely, limping and logging, and goes to Ray Ray's house. And you hear, devil talk, blah, 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 blah. And Ray Ray is dressed in black with the horns, trying to do his spells and all that. Come to find out, he's the demon inside of Ray Ray. And when Sybil starts freaking out, if you remember from the movie Dolls, an early full moon movie, Sybil gets attacked by Mr. Punch and his minions. And then we flash, and then it ends, and Ray Ray, aka the demon, has taken control over Sybil, and they brought baby Oopsie back to life again, and they have taken over. Now this was pretty good, because if you remember from Demonic Toys 2, when they took on the Devil Doll, the dolls were blown up, so for them to show baby Oopsie in parts and her head all burnt and all that was pretty cool how to keep all the movies together. Full Moon Features did pretty damn good. Charles Band knows what he's doing. Charles Band, when we gonna get a Jack Attack movie or Mr. Punch by himself? Them are the two that need a movie by themselves. Come on, Charles Band. But anyway, for doll movies, I'm gonna give this a solid 3.5. Could have been a stronger story. Maybe the acting could have been a bit better, but I like how they went with it and they still kept it all tied in together. It is worth the watch. It's pretty good. Hey, it's full moon, so be prepared for the ridiculousness, the bit of cheesiness, the bit of gore, a little bit of everything in Full Moon Features. You know that. Come on now. Now come on, Charles Band. We need the Jack Attack movie, and we need the Mr. Punch movie. Stop playing. Come on now. Well, anyway, this was the Baby Oopsie movie review from Full Moon Features. If y'all would like, leave a comment on what you think, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.